Recording in progress.
Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order. Welcome to the Planning Board meeting for March 25th, 2024. It's 7:19 p.m. Apologize for us running a little late. We're just waiting for a few members here, but we're going to start off with some of the introduction procedures so everybody understands what's going on. First of all, so everybody knows, we're recording via WCAT6, which is our local access network. They're televising also. We're also live streaming via Facebook and utilizing Zoom meeting app for being able to record the meeting also. If anybody else is recording, please let us know so we can let the rest of the public know. If you're going to be speaking or you're called upon, please identify who you are and what your position is. If you're a resident of the town or an employee or anything, please identify that. That's a requirement for social media and using Zoom. Can I have everybody stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody. Okay. So, I don't know, Pete, if you want to wait for Derek and Ed to get here, it should be a couple minutes, and we'll just kind of look over what you got here.
Or we could skip to 4 or 5.
Yep.
Or even do bills.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, if you want to. Want to go to 4? So you have a question, Sarah, about
I do.
wireless?
Yes. We got a permit application for Dish Network, and they're just updating on their where they already are located on, I don't know, what do you call it,
So where's
wireless.
their current permit? And what's their current location?
It's 90 Old Brook Road in West Warren.
And it's Dish
Oh, okay.
Network?
Yes, and then Verizon called me the other day too, and they need to update stuff on the, I guess, the cell tower or the monopole. And my question was, which I know Rich said yes, but then I'm probably just reading these wrong. But in the zoning bylaws,
Did you put that in?
I did.
Oh, good.
It's the next page over. That's 6 and 7. I think. Might be before that. Should be in between there.
You got page 19 and page 21.
Oh, of course, it didn't do two-sided, did it? All right. Well,
Oh, so you're missing 20?
yeah, of
Oh.
course. It's two-sided.
Ah, all right, hold on, I can bring it up. Let's see, where,
Sorry.
that's all right.
So what's the question?
6, it says existing towers may be reconstructed, expanded, and/or altered in all zoning districts, subject to a special
That
permit.
would be page 18.
It says 20 on that thing.
Okay, hold on, let me bring
Are
it
you
up.
looking at section 6? Because I got section 7,
Yes, section
page
7.
19.
And it's on page 20 that didn't print out on the back side of that. It was two-sided.
Yep, it
That's why,
didn't.
when I copied it.
Okay.
That's why he's bringing it up. But, it's
Okay, so tell us where on page 20?
it's 6 and 7. Number 6 and 7 on page 20.
Shared use of, does it say shared?
This is section 7,
Oh, I see where you are, okay.
and then it's under section 7.3.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then 6 and 7 is what I just had a question about.
Okay. So existing towers may be reconstructed, expanded, and/or altered in all zoning districts, subject to a special permit granted by the planning board. provided that they conform to all of the requirements set forth in this zoning bylaw. New antennas, communication devices, and WCF accessory buildings may be located totally within existing buildings and existing structures in all zoning districts.
So is 7 only about buildings? Or is that like new antennas, new dishes, and wireless communication facilities?
Well, I think this means that if you're gonna put like a new antenna up, you don't have to, and there's an existing antenna, you don't have to put it on a new site. It can be next to the antenna or on the antenna.
Yes.
Well, what's
That's
the
how I read
current
it.
special permit say?
And yeah,
Because it should be, there might be conditions on that current special permit.
Okay.
So you want to review that to make sure that it's allowed. They may have something on the special permit saying that new equipment's not allowed unless you bring it forward, you know, in front of the planning board
Okay.
prior to installation,
All right.
because it may change the configuration of the.
but without that, that's why I was saying, it
Yeah.
looks like number 6 says that they need a special permit. That's how I read this.
Yeah.
If they're
No,
gonna
and I read
expand,
that too, and then the 7, I was kind of like, wait a minute, if it's new communication devices.
but they're upgrading, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it would be under
I would
6.
go by 6, but make sure what the special permit says.
Okay.
Verify that.
All right.
So make sure they even have a special permit.
Yeah.
So
Well,
they should.
when did 7,
I don't know how long that.
if you go
pool's
all the
been
way to the
existing.
bottom, you can find out when 7. Oh, there we go. Section 7, 2015. So if that was built before then they're grandfathered.
Okay.
Well, this is amended in November.
Oh,
So what was
oh,
prior?
sorry.
to-
Oh, 1999. Okay, they definitely have a special
Yeah.
permit then, or they should.
Okay.
Just see what they currently have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Answer your question.
Yes.
Right.
Kind
Mhm.
Anything else for
of.
that?
Until I, nope, not until I looked at it.
All right.
To be continued.
Yes.
Next thing, number 5, discussion on allowing the town administrator to sign and approve clerk's timesheets. For the purpose of what?
So we don't have to deal with them? She can just get Jim to sign them? I mean, I thought, weren't we doing that with, or were we doing, we were
do that
approving Jim's?
because just for Karen, because Karen reports to him also.
Mm-hmm,
So she works for him and the Board of Selectmen.
okay,
But I think if you start doing that for everybody, he's gonna have to review everybody's timesheets, and then it takes it away from the boards and. the
Okay.
Boards, I think it should remain with the boards, honestly, you know, in my opinion. It hasn't been affecting anything, you're still getting paid,
Mhm.
you get paid on time.
Yep. and
All
then
it
I-
is more of a formality of the board reviewing the pay sheets and making sure that the hours are being produced
well, so
each week.
that's what I had emailed him, because we didn't have a meeting. We skipped a meeting, and I was
Right.
worried about her timesheets getting approved, but I don't, it
It's still
didn't
good.
sound like it mattered.
Still gets paid.
Yeah, okay.
I just
So.
hand them in, once you guys sign them all. And
Yeah.
Because overall, the pay, the warrant, it goes on the warrant, and the warrant's assigned by the Board of Selectmen.
Yeah,
They're
Okay.
approved and signed by the Selectmen, so. Ultimately approved. So,
okay.
anything else? Unless you have an opinion?
Nope. I think it probably is better to, poor Jim, it'd be buried in paper more than he already
Because
is.
then everybody be having him do it, and
Yeah.
he has enough stuff to do on his own.
Exactly.
Boards need to be able to have oversight of their
Hey.
boards too. Hey, how you doing, sir?
Okay.
Oh, having a wild time. Thank God I'm skinny, huh?
I'm sorry.
All right.
You are?
Want to do bills?
Yeah, we can do bills, because then Derek's not here, so
Did you,
he didn't give me anything back. And he's really late now.
yeah,
Oh, good, I'm not
well,
the
let's
only
do
one.
bills real quick and then
Yeah.
we'll,
Okay, let's do payroll, bills, and budget.
all right, I'll make a motion to approve O'Reilly, Talbot, and Oakham Associate invoices. Lot 3, $1,638.93. Lot 4, $386.25. February, Lot 3, $3,550. February, Lot 4, $630.
Second.
All in favor?
Drew King, aye.
Ed Longigan, aye.
David Dufresne, aye.
Rich Hacker, aye.
The motion passes unanimously. Payroll.
I'll make a motion to approve clerk payroll for weeks ending 3/2/2024, 3/9, 3/16, and 3/23 for amounts 361.76, and the rest of them for 340.48.
Second.
All in favor?
Drew King, aye.
Ed Longigan, aye.
David Dufresne, aye.
Rich Hacker, aye.
The motion passes unanimously. Approve February 26, 2024 meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Drew King, aye.
Ed Longigan, aye.
I abstain, I was absent,
Rich Hacker, aye.
and the motion passes unanimously.
All right.
Okay.
We can't delay anymore.
We can't delay anymore because we've gone through everything else, and I don't think Derek's gonna be here.
All
So,
right, well,
But there's-
Peter,
you're
who's
up.
gonna be presenting? So welcome, everybody.
My name is Father Richard Reedy, and until last October, I was the administrator for 22 months of St. Paul's, right across the street. And I very much enjoyed my time in your good town, and I happily turned it over, though, to Canon Pierre Dumont, who has been full-time here every day, right, going on. Pete's been a good neighbor of ours, and he approached us about a possibility of conveying some land to him, which Canon Dumont took to the Finance Committee of the parish, and they were open to that possibility. Pete's retained a surveyor who's done an initial work, not a full plan that would be in form for your approval. But we wanted to come here tonight just to put the plan to you to make sure that if we carve off a portion of our land to convey to him, not as an independent parcel, but just be conveyed to his land, it wouldn't create any problems for the church parcel that it would be left behind. So that's why we're here tonight, just to get your initial feedback on it, to see if we're heading in the right direction.
Is the parcel currently being used for anything?
It is. On the plans, if you look at it, there's a road up the middle of it that divides my neighbor's property and mine,
Mhm.
and we've been using it for my whole lifetime. And that's why I approached, it's officially part of the church property, but the road, it's like a common driveway, basically.
Okay.
And none of us have really a right of way going through it.
Mhm.
And we're trying to establish it now legally to do it on paper. And I says, if I buy the piece of land, I'll have control of it. And the right of ways will be written into the deeds for the piece of land along my property. And it'll be an easement for my neighbor that goes through my property, it goes through the churchyard, it goes through my property, which will be at the time to his property. He has frontage in front of his house, but his house never had a driveway, ever. I've lived there 65 years, and there's never been a driveway going in front of his house. It's always been through the back part of the property, and it's not a proper entrance. It wasn't.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
but it's been there for 100 years, I can tell you that. So, but what I brought was a copy of the plans.
Yeah, you want to pass them out, I guess?
Yeah, and
Yeah, 'cause this is,
show you what we've done up to now.
I'll take this one and you can go.
here's might be a little easier to look at than the small version.
One's enough, so that-
Yeah, that's we share. Whoops, just turn it right side up. Okay.
It's still a preliminary plan, but, what I'm showing is, we're taking, lot one and taking off a piece in the back.
Which is
It's-
parcel A.
Right. And-
Parcel A, all right.
And parcel A is kind of a funny shaped piece of property, it really is. You know, I'd say about 30% of it's utilized for a road currently right now. And,
All right, so it comes in off of Prospect Street here,
yeah,
and then
It just kind of splits.
it just comes right into here, so you got Kelleher's here, you're here, right?
yes,
Okay, so you want to just split it off, so there's a driveway, and that would be
yeah.
the easement right there, the
Yeah.
paved drive?
Yep, and the easement, I'm gonna apply that to my deed to allow my neighbor to go through.
Okay,
And, I said, it's been here for a long time, and I've been having an agreement with the church. Church never had a written right of way to go behind the building to work on their property.
okay,
My property runs right against it, and I'm gonna give them, right of way to go in there and do repair work where it's actually deeded.
okay.
So that's what, we're kind of working for both of us.
So they
Okay, so-
don't currently have an easement?
Really?
Nope, they didn't do things like that in the old days.
Well, yeah, I was just,
It's just right there, that's it.
so this would be the easement?
It
the
will,
back
I'm gonna give them
Easement B?
a room to work on it and verbiage that allows them to go in there and do maintenance. Well, if I sell my house in the future, nobody will stop them from doing their maintenance.
And then the road going up there, that's not a town road, is it?
In front of my house it is, yes.
Yes, that's School Street,
Yes.
then
But the road
going
goes
up on
behind
the
it.
side, going up behind,
This road is
That's
not a
not-
town.
No,
maintained
no, that
road?
is not, no. That's just a driveway, that's all it was,
okay.
yeah.
And that was all St. Paul's?
It is, part of it, that piece that I'm gonna purchase, that area A, is, that's owned by the church. Yeah.
All right. So it's just a little hunk of land sitting
Well,
there.
you'd be surprised, that little hunk, it's, I said, I maintained it for a number of years. The church owned it, and there was some, long time ago, there was some differences of people running the church,
Mhm.
and I just kind of been taking care of it for
Okay,
most of my life, or part of my life. And officially, I never even knew the history on it. Then when I found out it was actually owned by the church, all that whole section. And I said, you know, maybe I should just approach them and say, can we buy it from you, or do something? And then I thought maybe I should give him something in return also, by giving him an easement to go behind the church.
okay.
Now, where is the actual church's parking?
I think it's right here.
Right here.
Light up lot?
On lot one.
Lot one.
Got most of that, yeah. The building is on the
So
way.
you have plenty of parking for, and that's not utilized for parking or anything like that?
It's pretty sloped, and it's not paved.
I just don't wanna, because
Sure.
we don't wanna take away from something that might have been the original planning, where they said, well, that was potential parking, or that was there for a reason, to make it a non-conforming site, because we can't make it a non-conforming site. And you're kinda all close
Looking
together,
sure,
so.
it just looks like it's all
We have to be real
grass.
careful with changes when houses and stuff are close to each other, because we take away from one, now you just made another site that's non-conforming, and they.
You can't make it more
Right, you can't
non-conforming
make
than it
more
was.
Non-conforming than
Right.
it is.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I think that, well, you're not losing any frontage, and as long as the lot size doesn't go below the minimum on any of this, I think you're okay.
Yeah, I don't see why
So
you
whatever the
wouldn't be.
village, I forgot what the village lot size is, but
And you're given, you're
15,000,
writing in an easement
15,000.
with them, so like emergency vehicles and stuff, because I know that's one of the things that the fire chief is gonna look at, is that they can get a fire truck in the back there if they need to, or,
Right.
you know, be able to get a vehicle back there if they need to do you know, God forbid, that
Yeah.
there's something bad that happens and they have to put out a fire, that's a way of accessing the back of the building.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
It's always been maintained to be left open for traffic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, a single-family dwelling is 10,000 square feet.
Oh, you got it, okay. For a lot size.
Yep,
Yeah, so this is fine.
Yeah.
yep.
I don't see a problem with it.
Nope.
Well, if you guys are in agreement to it, you've always been maintaining it.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue.
You agree, and you agree, and
Yeah, we all agree.
we agree?
But
Yeah,
it was
we all-
that very point on creating any problems. That's why I wanted to get your
And then it
slant on it.
Yeah, I
kind of
think-
puts it in there, so if you're adding the easement in there, right now, there's no
Yep.
There's no-
verbiage for an easement. As long as you're adding that in there, it protects you later on in the future, so if, you know, Pete sells the house or whatever, then it protects the church because
Right,
they
that's
have
what
a
we wanted
written
to do, that's
easement
what we
Right.
wanna
Yes.
do.
in there.
Right.
And we wanna
And
protect
Bob
Bob and
Carroll.
Carol too, so Bob and Carol can have a right of way to get out of, you know what I mean?
Right.
So just make sure you write that easement right, don't just put for recreational use.
No.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bob-
make sure it's defined correctly.
Oh, it will be.
You need
I'm
lawyer
sure.
language or something,
Yeah,
you
well,
know?
we're gonna be, we're gonna,
We're doing everything as best we
Okay.
can, right?
yeah,
Okay.
we're going to a
Gotta make
lawyer.
sure that it's maintained for an emergency vehicle to be able to access
Yeah,
Right,
daily operation.
right.
So.
Okay.
I think you're good.
Looks
right?
good, yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Cool, that was simple.
We'll be coming back with it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's fine. Here's all of them. Cool,
Thank you.
pretty straightforward.
I know, it's taken a while to get this far.
Part of France you're from?
From Lorraine, the northeast,
Okay.
close from Germany.
How far from Paris?
4 hours, 5 hours, depending on the side of the country.
Been all in Norway, Germany, and, some other parts of Europe, but I've never been to France,
Of the chain.
so.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I've always wanted to go,
It's very
and I am
beautiful
French,
there.
so.
And now you're in Warren.
Yeah. You
Little different than France.
You in England, you don't like it so much. England. No, I love Massachusetts.
That's fine.
Well, thank you
Well,
very
good,
much.
thank you very
much.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you, thank you.
Agenda.
Okay.
We got that, and all that other stuff.
Comments?
Next meeting to be determined.
Let's see what we got here.
Let's-
The hell's today? Oh, the
So when are we
25th.
looking for our next meeting?
Well, it would be
April
the 8th.
8th?
Oh,
What's April 8th?
that's the eclipse. I don't plan on being in town. So
Where are you gonna go see it?
Indianapolis, if there's no
Well, we
weather.
can't do the 15th because Sarah's on
Right.
vacation.
No, you'd have to-
Technically not here on the 22nd, but I'll be here for
No.
a meeting.
So we don't really have much going on anyway, so why don't we just do the 29th?
Fine by me,
Okay.
Because it's been real slow lately.
yeah.
Do you want me to just reach out if something crazy comes up?
If something
Yeah,
crazy comes
yeah,
up, we can do
yeah.
something. We could probably, do the 1st. Well, no, we can't.
That's only a
Never
week.
mind, that's a
Yeah.
day away, a couple days away. We could do,
And it's April
just
Fool's.
plan for the 29th.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a
Alright,
meeting.
If
April
that's
If-
29th.
crazy, then.
Yeah, if something really jumps up, then we can do it, yeah.
Yeah.
But hopefully it won't.
What was the matter with the 22nd?
She's on
She's on vacation.
Oh, from.
I'll be coming back that day. I should be.
You
if-
probably won't want to be.
Oh, you
Or
want,
I'm
you'll want to
just-
be here.
Yeah, well, assuming you get back here in time. Where are you going out of? New York?
New York.
Hmm.
Well, I was on a plane and Derek told me that I should do Zoom.
Yeah, you could do Zoom.
I said-
Yeah,
There we go.
I said, I'm not that good.
You're dedicated.
was
So
home, I
let's plan
could.
on April 29, 2024 at 7:15. And Rich's favorite part of all meetings?
Motion to adjourn.
Second,
All in favor?
Drew King, aye.
Ed Longigan, aye.
David Dufresne, aye.
Rich Hacker, aye.
Richard?